High volume is the enemy of vocal progress. Let me tell you why. Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about how high volume, how being loud can really work against you when you're trying to develop your voice. Being too loud when singing and practicing will leave you frustrated, fatigued, it will leave you in pain, and really it's going to leave you without any substantial progress. Why? Because when we sing too loud, then we also tend to breathe out too much air, which dries the vocal cords out and irritates them. We tend to lose control of our voices, so you are not really able to work with your voice the way that you could if you were a little bit more quiet. And also, it keeps you from connecting your vocal registers, because the only way that they can do it is when there is balance in your voice. And being too loud puts your voice completely out of balance. So if you find yourself being really tired after your singing sessions, feeling icky here, maybe some pain, something scratching here, something's not feeling all right, and you can never for the life of you figure out how people can connect chest voice to head voice and actually have a connected voice from the bottom to the top. It may be that you are simply singing way too loud. And so instead of being able to go smoothly between your vocal registers, without noticeable breaks, without changes in tone quality. Instead, what you get is you get this, ooh, and you're stuck and you cannot figure out how you can go any higher, and you cannot figure out why your voice feels so tired and so in pain after any kind of singing, any kind of practicing. It may very well be that you are simply being too loud. Record yourself, see what's going on, listen back, and maybe you are simply being way too loud with your voice. The preferred volume for practicing your singing is basically speech level and a little bit higher than speech level, but not more than that. Not more than that is needed. And anything more than that can actually bring you a lack of results. So the next time you practice singing, do yourself a favor and really go more quiet and see what happens. See what happens when you don't have to push so much air through your system. See what happens when you don't have to clench your muscles. See what happens when you don't have to rely on all the force that you've been using to give yourself the illusion of short-term gains, but instead actually focus on creating the right vocal technique, and you will thank yourself for it. So instead of going ma 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 and getting stuck and not being able to go any further, you can lower the volume and see what happens. Ma 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 ma, and suddenly everything is so much easier, and you can then work on that sound and make it better, bigger, stronger, and louder because of more resonance and not because of more force and more air going through. Please give me a like if you found this useful. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in the next one.